Kiefer Sutherland mug.
Oh,
Welcome,
come on,
everybody. Welcome to Tablestory Spark of Eternity. And it's not like...
Fanny! Also, I like how I'm twice Scoticus.
God.
Oh, no, I gave Zagatica... Everybody's in the wrong spot. I was too concentrated on Vandy to get everybody in the right camera spot. No.
You got a wee drab of heroin.
Professional.
Aye.
Oh, God. I had to get Vandy perfect for this. So we're going to have
Vandy
to
looks
fix...
great.
We're going to have to fix
She
the
is
cameras
hot.
real
Can
quick.
I get some hot blue in the chat? Can I get some
I love that you made an emote of that. I saw it. I was like,
Hell
yes.
yes. Dude, I have so many spots open for
Oh,
emotes right
God.
now. We just had to. There was no excuse not to do it.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I had to get Vandy's camera right for this.
I mean, technically, I'm a hot blue too. Do I
Yeah.
go well with Vanny?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Do I just need to swap with Peachy?
No, you're good.
Yes,
You're good.
all that
got it
hot
sorted.
blue in the chat.
Let's fill up the chat with some hot blues. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Spark of Eternity, also known as Sparkly Turnip. How's it going?
Sparkler turnip.
How's everybody
Blue.
doing?
Hot blue is how it's going.
Hot blue's an emotional state now.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Vandy.
Stay in mind, man.
I'm so sorry, Vandy, that I had to do this to you. She's actually super.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
No,
I am.
we're
I mean,
He was laughing his ass off the whole time in the pre-show. He wasn't talking to us.
He was so
Fucking
bad.
around going. That's a lot of hot blue.
maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Just a lot.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vandy, that I had to do this to you, but you know the rules. When somebody's not here for a show, I get to destroy them, and this is we're just trying to stick with tradition. She's actually ultra busy, and she's moving and stuff today, so she's not going to be joining us today. But why don't we go around the room? Let's introduce our players that are here. And let's start off with Katie. Why don't you start us off? Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Classy Katie. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Classy Katie. You guessed it. I played Preta, the neurotic tiefling who can't seem to get her shit together. I don't know what's going on yet, though. No one really knows what's going on with her yet. You can find me Monday through Friday over on my channel. We do all sorts of things. Mostly, like, a lot of talking.
Excellent. Thank you. McQuanis?
Hi, I'm Mac. I'm playing Ophelia. I am a tiefling sorcerer. And do you want to be freaked out? That's really creepy. I can't look at that. Even without glasses, I'm disgusted with myself. But you can find me on twitch.tv/McQuanis. If you go to TwitchCon, definitely come by our booth, the Hunshona booth. They're showing off a new map, and it's going to be good.
Oh, shit. Let's see if I can tweak you a little bit. We can make you really blue, like.
Oh no, but that because my hair becomes too red with that. Like, why does my hair always have this
Oh
red?
my god, that looks dope with like the super red hair.
You look like what's her face from it?
Mystique.
Yeah,
You got a
you do.
mystique.
Oh my god.
You got a mystique thing going on. Do we want to keep it or no?
It's too red.
It's
Please
too
get
red.
rid of it.
Okay. It's too red.
That's hot red, if you ask me.
Hot red.
Hot red.
I bumped up your saturation just a little bit. Let's see. Can we tweak it a little bit more so that you're not so washed out? Let me see.
It's utterly terrifying.
It really is.
Let's try and fix it.
Quick,
Okay.
get some dirt black on my teeth. No, that's also...
Thank you, Mac. Vandy is not here.
Sup? Feeling hot blue.
Peachy.
Hey guys, Peachy Pixelate. I prefer pink, but we're going for the hot blue because this show is basically all about Vandy derping, apparently. Vandy, if you're watching the VODs, I'm sorry. I love you very much. I'm sorry. Okay, this is a safe place for you, honest. Okay, we wouldn't take the piss if we didn't.
Exactly. Exactly.
When I stream, yeah, I do that. Sorry, I forgot that I was a streamer for a second. Sorry.
He's got merch too.
I'm a good streamer.
He's got merch.
Oh, I do have merch. I'm not wearing it. Damn, I forgot to change my t-shirt. God damn it.
Don't you have a convenient
covering
mug
it
to
in
drink
rain.
from right now, Peachy?
No, because I used my giant mug because I was so tired this morning.
Your double-handed custom.
What a crappy type of merch then if you can't even have giant mugs. Gee.
Wow. That was
I
an
have
epic,
good merch, I promise.
That was an epic fail, Peachy. It's fine. We still love you. It was fine. Zygoticus?
Hey everybody, I'm Scoticus. I play Locke as a Tiefling Warlock in this campaign. I also stream my own channel, been playing Black Ops 4 recently because apparently I still have a small space in my heart for Call of Duty after all these years. And I'm also on Sector 49, which you can see on Mondays. You can check the VOD for the first episode now on the Tablestory Twitch channel or on YouTube, or you can check out the podcast version for that, available in podcast places and morris.podbean.com.
Yes, thank you, Zygonicus. Thank you. I'm Wacksteven, and I'm the DM of Doom. I'll be dragging these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Please make sure you follow all these wonderful people if you've not done so. Follows are free. They totally deserve it. If you want to help support them, one of the best ways you can do that is by going... If you have yourself an Amazon Prime, you have yourself a Twitch Prime as well, which you can use to subscribe to one of their wonderful channels. Go do that. Go sub to their channels, do the thing, hit the buttons and stuff. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is going to our Patreon, where we have a bunch of awesome stuff up there. And we are quickly approaching our $1,000 goal, which will possibly bring some really cool new content to Tablestory in the form of one-shots. We're currently doing a sort of guinea pig-like experiment with Pumpkinberry. She's running a campaign called Stygian Gate on Saturdays right now on our channel. And we're really close, guys. We're only like $80-something away or something from $1,000. We're really close. So if you head on over there and get that going, we can make things like Stygian Gate happen like all the time on Tablestory. You should definitely go check it out. And if you haven't seen Stygian Gate, go check out the YouTube, because we've got the VOD up there. And it's a horror campaign for the October Halloweeniness. Go check it out. And myself, Jay, and Brad are players in it, along with a person by the name of Murgles. Sort of. You need to check it out to know what I'm talking about. Go check it out. But let's start up some D&D 5th edition today. Let's get that going today. In the last session, Ophelia had gone missing. She went out to collect a very rare herb known as I think it was the drooping pink something or other, which sounds like it
Pink
could
fruit.
be some kind of strange sexual aid. I'm not sure. And it's not, I swear. It's an herb. It's just a poor name choice. But she went out to go look for this herb, and apparently she had gone missing. The characters went out to search for her with some help from the herbalist. I think we named her...
Evis?
Yeah, I think it was Ivis. Sorry, that's the one thing I forgot to open. Yes, Ivis, the wood elf, over at the herbalist hut. And we learned that Preta has been struggling in her herbalistic enterprises. She hasn't been doing too well. Ophelia, on the other hand, has gone out and done some searching, and unfortunately, she did not come home today, and they went out to search for her. Upon doing so, they managed to run into a bit of trouble. Several hobgoblins and a warg attacked them when they were investigating this herb. They had a very difficult fight. Several people were knocked unconscious during the fight, and it was almost a TPK, honestly. It was pretty close. But luckily, they managed to fend things off, and we're continuing from immediately after the fight today. Everybody's taken some big hits. You've knocked the hobgoblins down, and now you are currently in the hazy woods. You saw that Mason cast some sort of strange spell and pushed the fog out of the hazy wood here. Yeah, you guys have sort of fended off these hobgoblins. What do you do?
I'm immediately hitting the dirt, and I'm going to Scooby-Doo search for my hat.
Yeah, so your hat.
Come here, hat.
Give me
Here, boy.
give me a perception check.
Disadvantage because I don't have a torch.
Yeah, definitely.
Can everyone see right now?
You ask to everybody, and Lucky says, "Not really."
I can see just fine.
Do you
Can't
see
see
what is going
anything.
on?
Where is my hat? I need my hat.
Yeah, I pick up his hat and I just move it closer to where his hands are groping around.
Yeah, I touch it. Just boom, hat on, straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wait, it's dark. I will light torch.
don't worry, I got it.
That was spawn. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and Lucky lights a torch up. And she says, "Is that better?"
No.
No, it's still pitch black. I assume the light does actually come on. Yes,
Yeah.
much better. Everything is fine. Nothing interesting happened. We should move.
I reach out and I just are your arms out? Do you have like sleeves? Or are you bare? How are you dressed?
Like barbarian style. I've probably got some vague leather pauldrons, but I'm out. The thickness is out.
I'll touch your arm just a little bit, just to see how it feels.
No. Oh,
Just
hello, Locke.
hi.
Everyone
strong
see
arm.
that strange thing? That was weird, huh?
Yeah, we should rest for a little bit. That was harder than I thought it'd be. Oh, and we should cut their ears off as well.
What?
What?
Well, we can take them back and show them to the Baron and say, "Look, we cleaned up your land for free." Be nice to us.
No,
Ears?
not cutting off their ears. It's disgusting.
I start cutting their ears off.
Ew. Since this Locke didn't react to me, I'm 100% convinced he didn't see.
Of course.
So, do we think that this is some sort of coincidence?
Maybe. It's hard to say. What we can say, though, is this is probably the safest place to sit down for now. Anything more scary would have eaten them, and anything less scary is already ran away from them, so... Just dead hobgoblins for company for now, I think.
Right. But didn't Preta... I mean, we found that herb over there, and things looked like a little disturbed.
Yeah, like, Lucky, like, does it look like they were picked? Or is it just, like, disturbed area?
Yeah, so, like, the area around, like, it was... I don't know if you can really tell. I know I made you do a check.
I couldn't tell at all.
Yeah, I think you made a check last week.
Yeah.
Lucky says, well, it looks kind of like the whole area was just kind of ripped out. You can see some of the crushed pink drooping thing here.
I think she's been here. It looks like she left in a hurry, so these woods probably aren't as exciting as we think. But it doesn't look like the tiny thing is here at all.
Couldn't we start shouting out for her now?
Shouting sounds like a terrible idea,
But we've killed the things.
yeah, but we didn't find the thing we're looking for, which is the tiny one.
So Locke,
Yes, if we just call her name.
Yes.
Locke, I had you do a roll last week for your knowledge of the hobgoblins in general. You know that this kind of sort of party is not an isolated kind of thing. They usually have some sort of camp, some sort of base camp, something. And this quite clearly is some sort of like search party or some sort of scouting party, possibly, trying to find supplies. Who knows? But they are definitely a thing that you would know about for sure.
As I'm cutting the ears off the last one, this group is...
Why are you tasting it?
This group is not wandering. They likely have a base somewhere. So if we can find their tracks, how they got here, we can track them back and then kill the rest of them, collect a few more ears, and then hopefully find little Ophelia.
We switch scenes. Ophelia. Right now, you are a bit battered, and I would like you to please roll me a 1d10. Okay, you've taken 9 damage. You've been captured by these hobgoblins when you were out searching for herbs. They sort of happened upon you, and unbeknownst to you, they managed to surprise you. And they just kind of snatched you up before you were able to do anything. They have not been kind. They have not been gentle. They've kind of tossed you around and been fairly brutal.
I wonder if anyone has watched Goblin Slayer. It's like...
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
Bad shit happens with goblins.
Yeah, but they have not been gentle. They've got you sort of locked up in some sort of like small, like cage. Basically, it's made of bones of various animals, and it's sort of interlocking. Like different pieces. So certain pieces have a little bit more room for you to see. Other pieces don't. They've kind of tossed in, they've tossed you in this thing, and you can see there's like some remains for some other creature or something in here. Your robes are a bit tattered and torn. All your supplies have kind of been taken away from you, and there's like probably just like a little bit of blood on your face from how they've treated you. Do you speak Goblin by chance?
No.
Okay. You've just been hearing a lot of guttural noises. They're very sort of very sort of guttural kind of sounds. You've seen goblins, you've seen hobgoblins, and you've seen wargs, which kind of look like distorted wolf-like creatures. If you've seen Lord of the Rings, it's kind of exactly like that. Yeah. They've kind of tossed you in here. You don't really know why they've done this. They haven't really talked to you directly. They've kind of been nonchalant about your existence. They've just kind of tossed you into this cave. There's a bunch of tents around. You can see that there's a few fortifications. They've essentially established like a small camp here in the woods. Give me a perception check. 3. Okay. You didn't see much when you got tossed into this little bone cage thing that they've got for you. It's not much bigger than you are. Whatever was in here before was some sort of like animal or something. That it's like decomposing. It's part, like there's a small part of it that's kind of left here in the cage with you. It smells horrible. And there's a few bones and stuff scattered about. You can see there's probably like maggots and things crawling on it. It's really gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been tossed in here.
Like, did I wake up? Like, was I asleep or like was I knocked out or something?
No,
or?
I think they've just been kind of brutal with you. They grabbed you kind of, by surprise, and they kind of like tossed you like in a sack or something. And the whole experience was probably a bit overwhelming for you. Just maybe you kind of shut down for a minute. But yeah, it wasn't a long trip, and you were kind of just roughly sort of like probably slapped across the face like really hard or something, and they just kind of tossed you into this cage.
Can I see like an opening or
the cage
anything?
is very
like
it's very like asymmetrical, right? Like it's a sort of just a weird conglomeration of like different animal bones.
Yeah,
and things.
I'm just thinking like if I can maybe like blast a spell to break it open.
So you can definitely try to do that if you want to. You've been tossed into this cage, and you definitely heard the sounds of some other hobgoblins and other creatures and things around. You didn't get much information, but you've been tossed into this cage. Is that what you'd like to do? Would you like to blast your way out?
Yeah, I want to see if I can shatter my way through this shit.
Okay.
I have a shatter, right? Yeah. I'm just like waking
You're going
up.
to cast shatter on the small cage.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
I want to like direct it cuz it's like a cone, right?
It's not.
Or like 3 words. Oh no.
Isn't it targeted?
It is targeted. You have to target an object with it.
So you could target like a lock or a wall or a.
Yeah, I was thinking like, can I
So-
target it like outwards directly from the cage? So like the cage and everything after that?
So it's a very small cage. It would be... You'd have to aim it at something outside the cage if you wanted to try and not get hit by it.
Yeah, okay. So what do I see outside the cage? Like through one of the little holes, like...
Okay. So with your low perception score, I'm going to say that you don't manage to really see much. It's a bit of a blur. There's a few spaces in this cage, but not much of a sight. You see maybe some leather or something, some sort of canvas. It's hard to make out. You can't really see very much. You're trying to like cram your face against this cage. It's horribly awkward. You're basically like hunched over. Whatever was in here before was something small, maybe a rabbit or small game, something along
really
those
small.
lines. Yeah. So you're like all kind of hunched over, and you're trying to find some sort of way to see out of it, but there's really not very many spaces without like contorting yourself in some kind of horrible pretzel.
Then I want to see if I can try. So could I, with a mage hand, like, can a mage hand sense if there's like a lock or something on the outside if it goes through?
Ooh, I think give me
Arcana?
I don't think mage hands are sensory. Let me see. I would like to give you something here.
Like, it's like I can unlock, but like I don't know if it can like do this,
tell you
for
what.
example.
I'll tell you what. Give me another perception check.
Okay.
It won't be an Arcana check. Because that's like knowledge-based. A 10. Okay, so feeling around this cage, it's difficult to describe because it's a strange conglomeration of bones that have all been put together. There is some sort of thing that you can feel, like some sort of like latch or something. Very crude, maybe some sort of like leather strap or something that's kind of looped around to the ends of the bones that are kind of keeping this cage closed.
So, yeah, could I use my mage hand to try and open that?
Sure, give me a stealth check. And then a sleight of hand. 16, okay. On the stealth check.
Come on.
And a 13 on the sleight of hand. Okay, so the mage hand just kind of like winds its way through this one of the small holes, reaches out and grabs the like piece of leather, slides it just like it's really kind of trying to slide over the top of the bone and pops off. The cage does not open.
I try to like push a lot, like wiggle, because I mean I don't really have room to like push.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh my god, all these things I'm not good at.
That's a natural one. I just can't seem to get it to move or pop open in any way.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
By the way, can somebody please screen cap the scene of Vandy's character and tweet it at her?
Use the hashtag #HotBlue.
Yes, please.
Would I know if I used my acid splash on the cage if it would dissolve?
Ooh, good question. Give me an Arcana check.
I'm gonna
will not be very
science
difficult.
myself out of the shit.
Okay.
If possible.
Yeah. So acid splash could definitely dissolve the bones. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So
In that case, I'm gonna cast an acid splash.
Okay. All right. So 5 acid. How do you cast the acid splash? What does it look like when you do this?
Because I'm kind of cramped. Like I'm assuming like I'm like this, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I think you're probably. I would say your knees are like even kind of squished in, like you've just been kind of shoved in there.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'll just do like try to do something with my head, like this. Like this.
Okay.
Like from up,
like you're
this.
petting a cat. Okay. All right. And as far as the acid, where does that come out of?
Out of my head.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure. Some people like to flavor text it a little bit differently, but fine.
I mean, it comes out of my vagina. No, I'm joking. You wanted flavor text? No. I already thought I gave enough like flavor.
Said flavor text, not flavor town, Mac.
Flavor town.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. So the acid comes out of your hand.
I'm 15, by the way.
I know. Jesus Christ. So the you see these pock marks start to show up on the bones, sort of a rough surface. Part of the bones have kind of melted away, sizzling, and you can see like this like acrid smoke rising up from the bones. They're not completely dissolved though.
With the combination of the strap coming off, that did not like, because like how high was the strap and like how far I could raise my arm?
It felt so like it was up on the upper portions of the
Okay.
cage, and you kind of it's some sort of like leather strap around 2 bones. So you took that off. You tried to push the cage open. It didn't work. You sprayed some acid on this, and it's definitely dissolved part of the bones for sure.
And I can't wiggle myself out there, or is it too narrow still?
Give me an athletics check. And a stealth check as well.
Godverdomme.
That's a 2.
Oh, well, at least it's once more
And
better
a
than I had
7 for
before.
stealth. Okay. So you sort of like you're trying to push against the cage. You're making all these like little noises. There's smoke that's kind of rising up from the cage. All of a sudden you hear
Yes, sir.
and the cage just kind of starts to tumble like end
Okay.
over end.
While they do that, I start preparing a spell. I want to ready a shatter.
You're gonna cast Shatter. Okay.
I want to ready before, like, as soon as I feel like they kind of like lift up the thing or open it, I want to directly like cast that in their face, like straight forward, 60 feet.
So you definitely can't see them. The cage starts tumbling over end. Give me a
Yeah, that's why
perception.
like the idea was like that I prepare myself so that I know as soon as like I look at a point and like reaction.
Okay. So the Shatter spell. Let me just pull up the information here. What I'll do is I'm gonna have you roll a perception check.
Okay.
First things first. Because it.
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot radius. Like I want to pinpoint the point where I want to cast it from.
You don't technically have to see the location. It does not say that you have to see it. Okay.
And could I, by calculating, like how far it would be away from me, like is that? I mean,
Give me a perception check. I think give me a perception check first. Let's see what you get.
come on, rolls.
A 3. Okay. The rolls are not with you today.
Maybe I should wear my glasses so I can actually see what I, the
Okay.
die.
So I think what happens is
No,
you're
that
trying to
looks terrible. Oh
you're-
my god, that's.
you're trying to cast a shatter spell at some kind of point, but your perception's all kind of distorted as the cage is kind of tumbling end over end. You cast it anyway, and it's going to hit you as well.
Oh, I am gonna cast it. Okay, fine.
Yeah. So the shatter spell, we're gonna need some initiative.
Oh, I
And
didn't
we're
know
gonna
where-
go. Hold on. I'm gonna switch the map over here.
Oh, that's why it doesn't work. Maybe. Oh no, it's casting what level?
Here we go. Let's get you over here. Let's bring the map up for the chat. Okay, so Ophelia, young Ophelia. You are sort of tumbling end over end in a cage here, a bone cage. Get your initiative going, please. A 12, okay, and we need some rolls for these guys.
So do I get a surprise round for my?
Yep, definitely. Okay, and we need it for these guys. Okie doke. So, your surprise round is going to go off with the shatter. Go ahead and give me your shatter attack here, your spell.
Okay, so if I get hit for full, I'm dead. Or well down. Just say.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw as this loud ringing noise starts to erupt.
Fuck right up. What
my-
the fuck is this today?
Oh my god!
What is with my rolls? I have like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh my
5,
god!
6, 7 rolls under 10, of which 2 a critical fail. What the fuck?
Wow. Okay.
Well, I guess I won't have to be blue next time anymore. That saves me a lot of trouble.
So, the shatter goes off. And you essentially cast it like on the cage. You're trying to cast it out like past the cage, but because of the way that it's kind of tumbling about and it gets kind of sent out from this tent here, you get knocked over there, and the shatter is going to go off, and we're going to need rolls from these hobgoblins. 2 fails from them. You can see they are like trying to rush forward towards you. You just see like just some like knees or something like through the cage as you smack. Boom! You see the cage kind of crumble, but you also feel this like overwhelming attack. Now, here's a question for you. Do you have some special bullshit that will not allow this to hit you?
I don't think I actually chose the one, so... But let me check.
Check meta magic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be under spell sniper.
I know.
Quicken spell and twin spell. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But wait. Would this... Okay, this sounds probably is not going to work, but like... Oh no, because it's not a...
yeah, it's,
I was thinking like maybe I could have like done like an extra spell as a bonus spell, but it had to be a normal spell, and then maybe I could have casted shield or something before it hits me, but that's probably not going to be it. That's too meta.
She wouldn't have helped you because it's a
yeah, it's
save.
AC based.
Or a counter spell on myself. That doesn't work either.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
I mean, maybe you could try and argue for advantage on the save since it's your own spell and you were casting it and you're aware it's happening.
I'll allow that, sure.
There you go, Mac.
I'll
Thank
allow
you.
it, sure.
Don't roll another one.
No, still a fail.
What is with my rolls?
Okay, so the shatter goes off. You essentially get hit by your own spell, and you can see that the basically like the cage like just explodes outwards. You can see like 2 hobgoblins like holding their ears. And you just hear this ringing sound as you thud fall to the ground unconscious. You see the hobgoblins fall as well.
Well, that's great. That was real cool. Yeah, I'm really happy that I rolled so well today.
Okay. The rest of you, please make a perception check.
It's a 4 from me. I don't have advantage.
4 from Locke, a 19 from Mason, a 7 from Preda, and Lucky. Let's see.
Peachy is gonna roll great all day. That's my prediction.
And y'all gonna die.
A 6 from Lucky. Okay, so Mason, you hear this like not super far off kind of sound, but it sounds this like loud ringing followed by a boom. It sounds like
There's something over this way.
It sounds like it's coming from the
it?
northeast.
Big bada boom. And I'm walking towards the. Did you say northeast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm walking northeast.
Basically through the haze and the fog.
Loud crashing boom thing.
Crashing boom boom thing? Does it sound like a dangerous crashing boom thing?
Do you know many crashing boom things that aren't dangerous?
I'd rather take a rest, to be honest. But
What if little one is in trouble?
we know she can make a big boom.
Maybe this her.
We are in a decrepit place.
I never get to rest when I want to. Let's go. Lead the way, Mason. I didn't hear a thing. I was too busy
I'm already leading way.
focusing on your arms. Okay.
What's wrong with my arms?
Can you
You
keep
like
it
the
in your
tattoo?
Can you keep it in your pants for 1 second, please, Lucky? Or Lock.
How do I fit arm in pants?
Just go.
Oh,
Just go forward. Just go forward.
so much happening.
Do you guys head towards the sand?
Yeah.
Yes, I follow.
Is it on the map? Can I ignore the map?
Yeah, you can ignore the map for now.
Okay.
Ophelia, please make a death saving throw. One success. Okay. Who is leading the way? Mason, without
Mason.
dark vision.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be behind it.
I have torch.
I'm next to him, just behind him, so I
Okay.
can see a bit further than you can.
So Lucky's got her torch, which is not going to allow you to see very far. But Mason, you've lit a torch as well?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Well, didn't Lucky light it for me?
Yeah.
Lucky
She said
lit her
one.
own torch. She didn't give you a torch.
Well, I would have lit my own torch.
Okay. So you guys have lit up torches, and you start. Are you walking through the woods? Are you rushing? How are you doing this?
I think I've got a gentle jog on.
Yeah, moving quickly but carefully. Not stealthily.
Okay.
Night crawling behind them.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a. I want a group athletics check.
These 19s today. We're all 19.
Can we get some 19s in the chat? Okay, a 19 from Mason, a 5 from Preda, a 17 from Locke, and a 4 from Lucky. You guys start to charge through these woods. Mason, give me a perception check. The fog ahead of you starts to get thicker. The hazy woods are called the hazy woods for a reason. Snow has also been falling this whole time, guys. And it's cold. It's really cold. There's a biting wind that's kind of kicking through here. I'd say like you could start to like hear the snowfall kind of like crunch beneath your feet like as you're walking, Mason, you can kind of make out the vague shapes of the trees now as the fog is starting to like turn into sort of like pea soup. It's this really strange thing that happens in the hazy woods where you'll get this kind of fog almost no matter the temperature. Like it has something to do with the foothills here and the way that it's kind of shaped, where this fog will kind of like come in off of various there's a lot of like small water sources that are throughout the foothills here as they collect the water from rain. But the fog is kind of like rolled in, and you can see the vague shapes of trees ahead of you. As you're making your way through the woods, I would like you, Mason, to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it from a trap I can see?
Yes.
Then I have danger sense. I've got advantage.
Okay. An 11. Okay. So you as you're rushing through the woods, you can see that there's some sort of like tripwire on the ground. It's positioned at kind of like a weird angle. It's roughly covered up with some kind of vegetation. Maybe you catch like the some sort of like glint to it, and you try to stop yourself, but the terrain is a bit uneven, and you sort of like take a step too far, and you're trying to catch yourself, but you can't stop. You hit the tripwire, and as you do, there's a sort of twang, and you can hear some sort of thing above you, sort of like catch release. Up above, all these rocks start raining down. There's some kind of crude net that was placed above in the tree line, and it just starts tumbling down. The rest of you can give me a dexterity saving throw as well. An 18 from Preda. Ooh, a 2 from Locke and a 3 from Lucky. Preda, you hear the sound of the rocks kind of like hitting the leaves of these trees, and you nimbly dodge out of the way of most of them. A few of them still catch you, and let's see. Everybody that did not make the save takes 7 damage from these falling rocks. They're about the size of a fist, so not incredibly big, but there's a lot of them that just kind of start falling from this crude netting up above. And Preda, you're going to take half damage, so you'll take 3 damage from that as the rocks land.
Did we heal from last time?
No.
Wow.
You guys
I'm
did not
almost
take a
dead.
short rest or anything.
The death rattle takes me.
We can't take a rest. Like
Did
we
you,
gotta
did you
find
actually
her.
drop from 3 damage? Katie?
What?
Do you drop from 3 damage?
Yeah, now it's 2. I have 2 hit points left.
No.
Yeah,
I
so
thought you
the
were
the
dead.
rocks have kind of like landed on you. You guys kind of like stop for a second as this trap has sort of been sprung. The wane light of the torches that have been lit. You're all feeling like a bit battered and bruised, and you hear Lucky say, "Maybe Preda should lead the way."
No offense, but Breda looks like she can hardly stand.
I'm fine.
I lift this rock off my face. I'm also fine.
Could you help us a little, Lucky? Just before we head any further?
Do I have to?
Well, I'd appreciate it. I'd rather take a rest, but we have to hurry and help little Philly, so
Okay.
sorry to stress you, but
I mean, I've done a lot of helping already. I guess I can. So she says, "Come here."
Me?
you first, pretty.
I mean, whoever's hurt.
I'm okay. Is this my intestine?
Yeah, she's gonna put a hand on you, Mason, and she will cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level. Healing you for 16 health.
Plus the extra for
And
Life Cleric.
oh yeah, I forgot.
3 plus an extra 5.
Yeah. Okay. So 21 health total, Mason.
Kind of dope compared to where I was just sitting on.
And yeah, she looks at you, Preda, and she says, "Do you need help too?"
Breathing hurts.
Okay. And she's gonna use a second level spot on you. Let's see. For 8 plus 4. Yeah, so 12.
Thanks.
And
Everything hurts
she
less.
says, "How bad are you hurt?" And she looks towards you, Locke.
I guess I can make do if you're getting tired.
I'm a little spent.
It's fine.
I can if you need it.
Yes. Give it to me.
All right, she's gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1 for you.
That's fine.
Okay, 7 plus
3.
Yeah, so 10 health for you.
Perfect. Sorry to ask so much of you, Lucky, but we don't have time to rest. Mason, let's go. Pretty, you take the lead and see if you can spot any more of those traps.
Ophelia, please give me...
Praetor, they are on the floor, but pain come from above.
Death save?
Ophelia, please give me another death save.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 1 fail. 1 success and 1 fail from Ophelia. Okay. Who's leading the way?
I'm leading.
All right.
I scurry ahead into the darkness ahead of your torches, but you can see my tail like whip, super fast.
Okay, Preda is leading the way. Preda, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Damn.
An 8. Okay. Everybody else, please, athletics as well.
Damn.
Okay, 20 from Lucky, an 18 from Mason, a 17 from Locke. Yeah, so overall, this is a group check, so it's basically like an average. Essentially, you guys pick up the pace. You're starting to haul ass. After the trap has kind of gone off, I'm assuming everyone's a bit cautious. Preda, you can give me a perception check.
That doesn't sound like Mason.
A 13. Okay. Yeah, Preda, you're sort of going a bit slowly through the forest, but actually, give me another athletics check. You get some kind of Gloomstalker bullshit, don't you?
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Well, just 1. 13 will be fine for that. Let's see. Gloomwalker bullshit. Gloomstalker bullshit, I should say. I've popularized that term, by the way, for character stuff. It's just now bullshit. Let's see. Dread Ambusher. Yeah, so you've got extra dark vision.
Yeah, so I can see further. I know I can see further than everybody else. I can see 60 feet in front of me.
Well, it's increased. You're 90 because you're a tiefling. Okay, so, yeah, you're charging through the woods here, as best as you can. You can see that everybody else is kind of like right on your tail, and as you're moving through the woods, you don't catch sight of yet another trap that's kind of been laid. There's a kind of area of leaves that are suspiciously over the ground, and you take a hard step on what should be solid ground, but instead you hear this smashing as you start to fall through. Please give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, hold on.
A 13. Okay, you barely hang on to the edge of this pit. What you can see is some very sharp, pointy-looking sticks at the bottom of. And there's just this kind of... there's what appears to be just like a few sticks and things that are like clattering down around you. You're like hanging on to the edge of this cliff. You just barely made that check with a 13.
I'm gonna run over and just like grab whatever I can, be it a horn or whatever, and just try and pull you out.
Athletics check, please, Mason. Actually, I'm sorry. So this will be an athletics check with advantage from Preda.
What?
Athletics check with advantage. No, Mason, this doesn't count.
Oh.
Athletics check with advantage from Preda.
You're using the help action, basically.
Yeah, you're using help action. So Mason kind of grabs your horn and you just kind of pull yourself up out of this pit here, Preda.
There was the thing. I was in the dark, and there was the thing. I'm better at this.
Shh, we did warn you there were traps.
There's the thing, and there's a trap, and there's the things around me, and they fell down around me, and then
Okay,
you touched my horn. You touched my.
we can't slow down. Let's keep going and keep
Trying to help.
keep your eyes open for traps.
We need to
Ophelia?
go. She has rolled a death fail already.
Ophelia, please make another death saving throw. A 1 there would have killed you. 17 is a second
Rub
success.
it in. It's not like I've already thrown 2 ones today.
So 2 successes, 1 fail so far for Ophelia. Are you still leading the way, Preda?
No, I am standing next to Mason, kind of shaking and terrified. Not
Look, we go together, okay? You keep eye out in front of me, and if we hit something, then it hit me. But it's fine. Yes?
Yeah.
Be brave.
Okay, go.
Okay. I
Okay.
don't think I see anything.
Athletics checks, please. 17 from Preda, an 8 from Locke, a 20 from Mason, and a 10 from Lucky. Okay, so you guys continue on through the forest, and I would like perception checks. I would like a perception check with advantage from Preda.
Okay.
A 20. Okay. Up ahead, you catch sight of several traps.
Stop walking.
There appears to be a section of forest up ahead with that appears to have been cleared. There's tree stumps that are there. You can see they've been kind of like roughly chopped down, these trees. There's a bit of a clearing, and you can see that the haze is kind of, I guess, moved past this area since the trees aren't there to kind of block this fog, or just kind of to keep it centered on this place. And up ahead, you can see that there are what appear to be a few tripwires. There appear to be some more of these like piles of leaves and things that you can make out, similar to this pitfall trap that you ran across earlier. But up ahead through this area, you can see that there's kind of like a large rise, like a sort of small hill that's kind of clear. There's a few trees on there. And again, the trees have kind of been cleared out a little bit past it.
There is so many traps ahead of us, and there's no life. Someone's cleared all the life. There's nothing here. There's just stuff.
Okay.
Things and traps. And out of the things, I don't know what they expect to catch if there's no life here. There's
I grab her mouth. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Better?
Point at the traps, and I'll take care of them. I pull my thieves' tools out from my bag.
Do we have time? Can we just explode them?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Praetor.
We can if you want.
There's tripwires, and then there's like. the
Okay,
thing
she's still
that I
going.
fell
It's
in.
fine. It's fine. She'll be fine in a moment.
We can just go around them. It's quicker. I agree. Let's go around them.
Okay.
Pretty.
Are you good, Praetor? You good?
the-
Okay, she good now.
Lead the way around the traps, not through them.
Okay. And I gingerly and shakily start to kind of spider around things and look at them wildly. There's one there. Don't touch us. I get away from that one.
Good. Sorry, I have big feet.
Okay, I would like you guys to please make a stealth check for me. It's a group stealth check.
Do I have advantage?
No.
No. Oh God, no.
Are you sure she doesn't have advantage?
I'm
I'd
positive.
like to give her advantage with my inspiration.
Actually, does Lucky wear heavy armor? She might have disadvantage.
Where's robes?
I think no. I'm pretty sure life clerics get heavy armor. Scale mail. I can't remember. Let me check.
I think scale mail's medium, but it still has disadvantage.
Disadvantage on stealth checks. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh no, that's a 2. Okay, so a 10 from Mason, a natural fail for Preda, an 11 from Locke, and a 2 from Lucky. Yeah, you guys are making noise. As you make your way over this sort of ridge-like area, you can see up ahead this sort of smokiness. Preda's not really being quiet. Lucky's kind of jambling like all about. Locke and Mason, you're not being particularly quiet either.
Because every time Praetor sees a trap, she goes, "Trap! Trap!"
Yeah, it's not great. And what I'd like is we're going to move you guys over to this map here. I would like some initiative rolls, please. This is going to be new initiative. So I'd like an initiative roll from you as well, Ophelia.
Where's my person?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna add you. Hang on. You guys are coming from the southwest here. You guys can position yourself how you were kind of imagining yourselves set up in the group here. You can move your token a little bit.
So many crit fails today. What is this?
Rigged. What?
Okay. Let's move this over here. And let's see, we got lucky. Did I get lucky? Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're going to need some rolls from the goblins. And we're going to need rolls from these guys.
Right.
Realistic.
I believe, my dear, you're right up front with me. I believe.
Definitely back here. Definitely.
I'm not even on this map.
I'm in the cave. You've all been hallucinating.
Okay. First things first. You guys are making a racket. And you can see from one of the tents emerging a sort of like large hobgoblin figure.
That's the thing. There's a.
He's like pointing up towards the ridge. And give me a performance check, Mason.
Don't you crit this?
That would be
9.
hilarious.
A 9. They all kind of like look at each other, and they look like even angrier. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only just learning language. I think I called Imrath or something awful.
Like, how high are these
Ridges,
here?
I'd say varying from 5 to 10 feet in height.
Okay.
Yeah, so they've got several tents like all around this kind of like little hill kind of in the center there. You can see that they've got like these what appear God, I can't remember the fucking name for these things. What are those defensive spikes that are put like on an angle? There's a name for them and I can't fucking remember.
There is it the French word?
Pirouettes.
Someone in chat will help us out. We're all being
Yeah,
fucking.
Gotcha. You're all French now.
I can't remember. But regardless, this guy's gonna come out, and he started like you see him like point towards you guys. He used both his actions, I think, to do this. Okay, that's gonna be it for him. Lucky says, "Is that Ophelia on the ground over there?"
There's a tiny.
Punji sticks. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, Kittler. Thank you.
Tiny thing. Yeah, there's the tiny one. The little.
I was thinking chevaux de frise.
Is she dead?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Yes.
I mean, we should probably go try to find her anyways.
She's there. I think she did.
Go get her. There's the
Oh.
guys there. Just kidding. Come back here. Come back here. There's guys right there.
No, I go.
Oh,
Lock.
Vandy has the wrong spells prepped for today.
She gets to prep so many spells though as a cleric.
Yeah.
Print out something. Something?
Uh,
Anything.
I mean, it's good stuff. It's just not great for this situation. Sorry, I've never read the spell before.
Learn something new every day. You need Jeopardy.
Choose any number of creatures within range. How big is the range? 30 feet. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Let's see here.
Lucky.
Yeah, she can get there. Oops. She can definitely get there. Okay, so Lucky's gonna get here, and she casts Beacon of Hope.
Ooh.
Let's see. Beacon of Hope. Basically, all of you and Ophelia are going to have advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regain the maximum number of hit points possible for any healing. Yep.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I think you see this like this sort of hot blue light start to swirl around Lucky, and she just says, "Okay, this is like my effort for today." And you just kind of see the light kind of swirl up, and it just kind of splatters down, lands all on you and on Ophelia. And she's also going to, let's see, can she use that? Nope, that's it. That's it from Lucky. Okay, Ophelia, death saving throw with advantage. an 8, but you have advantage. 16. There we go. That's your third save. You are now stable, but still unconscious. You can roll me a d4. You want a low number here. Hey!
Hey, for once.
A 1. Okay.
Rolling low is
So,
good.
if left alone, you would wake up with 1 HP after 1 hour. Okay. The goblins. You hear them all just kind of like screaming and yelling. And,
Does anyone speak Goblin?
no.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why
That's-
is your mouth smoking?
That's the goblin
How
of the
they speak.
That's the goblin of the sea. It's the
It did sound
Murloc.
like a drowning Wookiee there.
Why is the double click thing not working?
Oh, I think they say it's all big misunderstanding.
So can we just go get Ophelia?
Or they want to eat us.
Yeah, they're definitely like you see them like charging towards the hill here.
I don't think they're happy. I think they wanna. I think they were unhappy with what a small meal she was.
No, she is breathing.
Ah, okay.
So this guy is gonna get here, and he will take aim with his short bow, aiming up towards you. Let's see, we'll roll for it. Towards Prada,
Oh yay.
a 12 versus your AC.
Is a 12. So
Makes it, breaks it. Hits you for 5 piercing damage.
Oof.
Arrow sails out,
Ah!
and we got
5 piercing.
our hobgoblin captain bullshit. Let me just check. No. Okay. That's it for that goblin's turn. The next one we got here. Come on.
Don't kill me.
We'll get up to here. And I don't think it's going to be able to reach anybody, but it's going to try.
Disadvantage because we've got the high ground.
Oh yeah, definitely. You ever try
It's
to shoot
over,
them
Anakin.
uphill?
Can't say I have, to be honest. Okay.
Back in my day, we shot bows uphill.
We shall
takes-
hunt our food.
It takes a shot.
Goes uphill both ways.
It tries to hit Prada, I'm sorry, Lucky, and that's a miss. Next, that guy went. This guy does not move the campfire. We don't want to pull a peachy.
Oh, magic user.
Okay, this guy. He rushes over here, and he will try and shoot at Prada. Well, I'll roll for it. Let's see. No, it goes for Mason. With a 17. He's not going to have disadvantage from there. 17 is a hit for 8 piercing damage.
Mason, you good?
Yep. No.
Is that blue shit coming out of the hole? Oh my god!
No, it's normal blood.
Okay,
Ow.
the last goblin here will move this way, and we'll take a shot at Lucky with disadvantage. 12 is almost certainly a miss, but I will check just to make sure. That is a miss.
Yay!
Just lands in some rocks nearby. Okay.
Lucky, you cool?
Yeah, kind of.
God.
Okay. There's a hobgoblin that you don't see, but it will get out of its tent. And that's going to take both its actions here to kind of get into position. We'll say it's going to get about there. Okay. Mason.
I'm gonna look back. We must focus. Okay, I'll try and tie them up. With my face, and I am gonna.
Is your beard that long?
Boom, right there,
Oh, God.
and I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Ooh, okay. Rage in the dodge action. Interesting choice. Interesting choice.
It's not exactly synergy, but I'm gonna die.
Okay. Fair enough. Locke?
My main concern is Ophelia, so I'm going to move to where I can see her. To here. And then I'm going to use my Eldritch Blast on the goblins.
Okay.
Do I get any advantage for high ground?
Yes.
Sweet. Starting with the closest one for my first beam. 21.
That's a hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay. The sort of midnight colored blast explodes out from your hand. And come on. Got too many freaking windows open. There we go. Hits the goblin.
And I'll hit it again if it's not dead.
Yeah, it's still up. Okay.
15
15 is a hit.
for 3.
How do you kill it?
Ah, good. Just a quick double blast with the Eldritch Blast and just huge chunks blown off its front.
Okay. You just blast this thing.
Right in the chest.
Yeah, and you see like a hole shoot through this thing, and it just kind of like looks down. Falls to the ground beside Ophelia. Whoop.
And that ends my turn.
Fire just shoots from his throat.
Okay. Preda.
Help me, Preda!
I'm coming, buddy! I've got a healing spell! And I'm gonna move up a little bit closer. Do I have to be within? I don't know if I have to
What
be within.
spell are you trying to cast?
I've got Cure Wounds,
That's touch.
so I'd have to get up all up.
Yeah,
on
you
this
have to be melee range.
No, you stay back!
thing. Okay!
Kill!
Sure. Alright! I'm
He
gonna
looks angry!
I'm gonna aim at the one.
I think it just comes out as. He's raging after all.
Alright, bud, I'm coming for you! I'm gonna aim at the one closest to me with my longbow.
19. Okay. You said you're aiming for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a hit.
Boom!
4 piercing damage.
Alright, buddy, I'm coming again. Here, let's do it. Hold on, Mason!
14 is a miss. The arrow sails past.
Sorry, bud.
Sticks into the ground. Is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Okay. The hobgoblin captain
Oh god.
basically sees a mason come charging forth. And yeah, he's got this great sword that he pulls off his back. And he just kind of tries to smack you with it. He's got disadvantage since you're taking the dodge action. A 15.
It's a hit.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is why we take the dodge action and rage.
Oh, yeah.
For 7 piercing damage. That's the first attack.
Okay.
And an 8.
Which misses.
The large sword connects barely with Mason on the first attack, drawing a little bit of blood and a bit of a howl from Mason. I guess forcing him to dodge the next one, paying a little bit more attention to the goblin captain. Lucky.
You got this, bud!
Let's see. Lucky. Lucky is going to use a sacred flame towards the closest goblin, probably over here. Why do I keep closing her window? Okay, here we go. Okay, Sacred Flame is a 14 dex save. Let's see, the little guy can make it. Does not. So the hot blue flame blasts out from Lucky towards this creature and connects. And the goblin is briefly immersed in this flame, engulfed in the flame, and it falls to the ground. Thud. I got one. And that's it for Lucky's turn. Ophelia, you're stabilized right now, but you're unconscious. Goblin turn. Okay, this guy in the back here. Is going to rush forward to here. It's going to have to use both its actions. It's going to get up to here. All right, the next one, next to Mason, will attack with a scimitar with disadvantage. A 7 is already a miss, but let's see what else happens. 23, okay. So the 7 is a miss. Sails through the air trying to hit you, Mason. It just kind of yelling kind of angrily as it misses.
Ooga booga!
And let's see, the next one over here is going to move forward and try to shoot at Locke with disadvantage. Ooh, critical fail. Okay, I think what happens is the arrow hits the rock nearby and lands and ricochets basically into its own foot. It's kind of hopping around, little Stewie Griffin head on top of its shoulders. Hits itself for 6 damage. It's hopping around. It's got an arrow in its foot. It's going to hide with its bullshit goblin thing that it can do. That's a 21. That was not a natural one there. Okay. And it manages to hide. And that's it for the goblin's turn. Okay, the hobgoblin in the back here. We'll move forward to there. And we'll take aim with its longbow towards Locke. Oh my god! What? Another natural 1. Oh my god, Roll20's merciless today. Look at those natural ones.
I don't know. We have already over 20 or something today.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, so Locke is at the very, very bottom of the map here. Yeah, guys, it's kind of an awkward spot that they're in, so I'm trying to get as many people as possible on the map. But okay, so the arrow, I think probably, I'm gonna say that this guy basically breaks the string on the longbow. You hear it like twing, it snaps off, just kind of curses, and that's it for its turn. Mason.
Yeah, I'm just like tussling with these guys. I'm gonna take the dodge action again.
Okay, you were hit last turn.
Yeah. So
Luckily, so you still have your rage.
I'm actually gonna step here as well, so I'm in between them and anyone else.
You basically hear the crunchy, squishy sound of the goblin's head as you.
See you next time.
Okay. Still taking the dodge. Locke.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the unfortunate fellow who lost his longbow.
Okay. Go for it. 22 is a hit. For 5 force damage. Poof. The Eldritch Blast crackles and smacks this guy in the chest.
And another.
16 is a miss. The second one, he gets hit. And he dodges out of the way of the next one. Is that it for your turn?
That's it.
Preda.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What? I was asking the difference between the two guys. There's the red one and the tan one. Which one is which? The little token.
Right. Okay, so there's one that's a much smaller creature. It's about the size of a halfling. The other one is the size of a sort of normal human.
Oh. Okay.
The red one is the size of the normal human.
I'm gonna try to hit the normal human-sized one.
Okay.
Oh. Here I go, buddy.
Okay, an 18 is a hit.
Woo!
An arrow sinks into this thing's half plate. Looks up towards you, points his sword at you.
Me too, buddy. And I'm going for it again.
Whoops.
Oh. And that flew out of me mystically, but nothing happens. It was like a fart of my finger. Please ignore.
I don't use magic.
23 is a hit. For 3 piercing damage. Another arrow baring its teeth at you.
I got nothing else, guys.
He looks even more angry.
Okay. This guy that's next to Mason, points his sword towards you, Preda, and will try to rush past you, Mason. And let me see, if you're taking the dodge action, I don't know if you get an attack of opportunity.
I think I do.
I think so too.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I like rolls. Let's make a roll. Mason, give me a...
Let me just hit him.
Give me an
The less
initiative.
rolls I gotta
Give me
do,
an
the less
initiative
I-
check, please, Mason. Just give me an initiative roll. You don't have to click yourself. Okay. A 15, I will say, does work. Yeah, give me an attack of opportunity.
No, that's my friend. Fuck my dick.
13 is a miss. Oof. You're
Well,
trying to...
friend, old friend, family friend. I said hello to her once. Come back.
Okay, that's gonna be a miss. This thing gets past you and heads towards Preda. It's got the 2 arrows like sticking out of its half plate, and it rushes forward and will take a swipe at you with its great sword. 14
Hit.
hits you for 12 piercing.
Dead.
You're knocked unconscious.
I am unconscious.
Yeah.
I thought you got healed a bunch.
Did I?
No, she was.
I only got healed for like, I think it was 10.
It was
healing
just a
points,
little
but we
bit.
have to-
Yeah, she was hurt, man.
Yeah. I was like dead. I was literally dead. That's why it hurt to breathe.
Okay. Preda gets knocked to the ground unconscious. It then rushes forward towards Lucky, and let's see how much movement. I think it's done. 15. Yep, it's got enough. Rushes towards Lucky and will take a swipe at Lucky. 17. I think that is a hit. Let me check. Ooh, that is a hit. Uh-oh. For 8 piercing. You hear Lucky take a hit in the back. It's her turn. She says, Locke, I could use a little help. And she will... She's going to disengage and head back towards you, Locke. That's going to be it for her turn. The goblins, there's a couple of them left. The first one next to Mason will try and hit you, Mason, with disadvantage. An 11. I assume an 11 is a miss, Mason?
Sorry, that's a miss, yeah.
Okay. The next goblin in the back here with its short bow will try and take a shot at Locke. $17
That's it.
for 4 piercing damage. You see Lucky and hear her get hit. You kind of turn, and then thud. You get like an arrow right in your leg. Okay, and the one that was hiding before leaps out, all enthusiastic, blood splurting from its foot. Hops out, and will get to roll a basic, a regular check. Instead of with disadvantage, it hops up on the rock over here. And we'll take aim at Locke again. Normal shot. 7 is a miss. And it will go back to hiding with its bullshit goblin thing that it can do. Okay. And the hobgoblin in the back here with the longbow sort of throws its longbow down on the ground, draws a long sword, and will try to rush around. It's going to have to use its full movement to get from here. Well, it's just going to run up to Mason. It's going to use its full movement to do so, though. What the fuck just happened? Where did it go?
You put it inside, Mason.
Ha ha ha. There you go.
Look, I think he is your friend.
Mason, it's your turn. Yeah. Okay.
Prey is down, right?
Yeah. Preda went down.
I'm gonna take the dodge action again, and I'm gonna spit on him. I'm gonna foam at the mouth and spit on him. Oh wait, I didn't get hit last time, did I?
No.
I'm gonna use another rage
Okay.
as my bonus, and then dodge.
Okay. Lock.
I'm going to turn to the fellow who's run up behind us and strike at him with Morihanda.
Let me see if I can. I hate how they do this with the fucking map. It's so annoying.
13's a miss, I assume.
13 is a miss. Yeah.
The second strike, 18
18 is a hit.
for 8 damage.
Okay. Morihanda blasts outwards towards the sky. There we go. That'll help. We can do that. Just extend the range of the map a little bit. Okay. That is a hit. Morihanda sings out and slice deeply. Is that it for your turn?
That's it for my turn.
Preda, please give me a death saving throw with advantage.
I just clicked the death save, right?
Yeah, the text, yeah. And make sure you've got the advantage selected on the top of your sheet. Okay.
Oh,
No, that's with a normal roll.
oh, I have
don't
advantage.
think that yeah, I don't think it's applying itself.
Oh,
to-
okay.
Didn't
Yeah,
work
just
for
just
me either. It's a
just push
reroll.
it again. 19. That's one success.
That was weird. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's probably just the way the sheets are programmed. They don't recognize the advantage, disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The Hobgoblin Captain looks towards Locke and rushes forward. Will try to hit you with its greatsword twice.
It's not good.
That's a critical fail. Okay. So, I think what happens is he's a bit wild with his swings. You'll have advantage on your next attack versus him.
Okay.
But he will get his next attack, which is a 7. It's also a miss.
So lucky.
The greatsword whizzes past you. And if you're playing Soul Calibur, it's just like Siegfried in Soul Calibur. This giant Final Fantasy-sized greatsword sings past you. Lucky will use a Sacred Flame at this thing. That is an 8 damage if it fails its dexterity saving throw. It does. The Sacred Flame, hot blue in color, blasts out towards it.
Sorry, what color?
It's definitely a hot blue.
Yeah, it's a blue, but it's definitely a hot.
The
Yes, very hot.
risk.
You see the flame splash across its chest, Locke. And the goblin's turn. The one down here will try and attack Mason with disadvantage. 12.
Oh, I think I'm 13. I'm 13. Yes, miss.
Okay. The one in the back here will try and take a shot at Lucky with its short bow. Disadvantage. 11 is a miss. The other one that was hiding before will come out of hiding again and hop back on the rock to take a shot at Locke. A normal one. An 8 is a miss. You guys are getting lucky with these rolls. And the hobgoblin down by Mason will try and attack him with its longsword with a two-handed grip.
This one
And
can hit me.
this one gets martial advantage now as well, which is bad. 12 is a miss. That's it for its turn. It's your turn, Mason.
My rage drops.
Okie doke.
So I'm going to attack this one.
Okay. Go
I'm
for
not
it.
going reckless.
24.
No,
Should
I'm
be
not
an
going
18.
reckless. 18, sorry, my bad.
Okay. 18 is still a hit. Okay, for an 11 slashing damage. How do you kill it?
I think I just lop its head straight off as I'm just like swinging.
You see its football Stewie Griffin head go flying off.
I wasn't even aiming for that guy. I'm facing the other guy as I'm spinning around, and it just takes its head off, and I attack the other guy.
Okay.
Not very well.
A 7 is a miss. You can see that this one is much more capable in combat. It just kind of nimbly gets out of the way. And is that it for your turn, Mason?
Stop dodging my attacks! Yes.
Lock.
I will strike out at this goblin in front of me.
Okay.
Hobgoblin. With Morihanda. And advantage. Woo.
That's a crit.
For
18
damage.
Wow. On the Hobgoblin Captain. How do you kill him?
I hold Morihanda at full length so it looks awkward to him, and then I quickly just slide my hands up and cut quickly and right across the throat.
You can see it's like trying to raise its sword up to like swing at you, but it just kind of like thud, falls to its knees and slumps over. Thud.
I give him a little wink, and then as he's falling to the ground, then head down here and strike out at this other hobgoblin for my second attack.
Ooh. Did you have one more square of movement?
I was here, so I had
Yeah.
90 feet.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to get to probably the spot right below Mason to hit him.
I have 10 feet of
I know.
reach.
Yeah, there's a height to this ridge.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. Oh my god, that's another crit. What?
Tables have turned.
What?
13 damage this time.
Okay. Holy shit. How do you kill this guy?
As I come down from the top, I kind of the edge of the crescent, I shove it down through his collarbone and pull it out the front.
He didn't even see you. Like, he was so concerned by dodging Mason's attack, you just kind of rush in and slice him up real good. He falls to the ground.
Very nice. That's my turn.
Okay. Preda, please give me a death saving throw with advantage, so you can roll twice. Okay, success. Get another success. Alrighty. This guy's
I'm
down.
alive.
This
Kind
guy's down. All right, Lucky is gonna get the fuck away from the cliff. Oops. Yeah, she's gonna rush over to you, Preda. And let's see here. She's gonna cast Spare the Dying on you. which will basically automatically stabilize you.
All right.
That's it for her turn. The goblins. The one in the back here is they stay and fight. Gonna rush up to here and try and take a shot at Mason with its short bow. That's a fucking critical fail. The bow breaks. You hear it just kind of yelling and screaming. Throws the bow down on the ground, and he just runs. He's just gonna run away. I think he only had a little bit left. He just starts, you see him, he just turns tail, he starts to run. This guy did not hide on the last turn. He sees his buddy running. Okay, he stays and fights. He will hop off the rock this way, and he will take aim with his short bow towards Mason. 6 is a fail. That is a miss. And he will, I think he's going to try and start to, like, back away. It's your turn, Mason.
Okay, well, first of all, I say whatever I just said in chat. I'm going to run here. I would like to pick up Ophelia.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna step back.
I'm going to debate on if you take an attack of opportunity there. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and you're no longer dodging. This guy's going to attack with a scimitar.
That was my action. Pick her up.
Yeah, you use your action to pick her up. Okay.
That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Other one? Just the one.
Nope. Definitely not. This one's bugging the fuck out. Is that it for your turn, Mason? Actually, hold on. Yeah, you're gonna have to use your whole set to move that far.
Well, no, I can move that far, but picking her up is going to be an action, right?
Yeah, and technically it's half movement. It's not an action to pick her up. You can move somebody at half movement, though.
Oh, so it's not an action? So I've still got 20 feet left.
She's there, yeah. Well, you moved. What's your movement?
My movement is 40. No, I moved here.
Okay.
I assume it's when I bent down to pick her up, that's when they got the attack.
Yeah.
And then I moved 40, so I've still got 20 if it's half movement carrying a person.
Okay.
Can I get up here?
No.
Okay. Is this difficult terrain here?
Yeah, definitely.
So
yeah, they're punji sticks.
I can get the other side with 10 because that's half of half, right?
Sure. You can get there.
That's my turn.
Lock.
Okay, I'm going to go and engage the last of the goblins. There we go, to there. And the left one first.
Okay.
23.
Hit.
9 damage.
Okay. How do you kill it?
Shoulder to hip. Straight cut. I look at its
Splatter of
friend.
blood. The other one is bugging out like it's...
We'll all be over soon. And I strike out again. 18
Also a hit.
for 11 damage.
Also kill this one.
Yeah. This one from bottom to top. Like a zipper. Right up under his chin.
Okay. You guys are out of combat.
That was fun. Oh. We should head back. Mason, you take Ophelia. I'll help Lucky with Pretty.
Okay.
Why don't I carry Ophelia and Mason carries Preda?
Okay.
That's probably a better idea. You take the little one. I'll watch our backs.
Come on, Praetor. And I like grab the horn and then just hoof her over the shoulder.
Yeah, and Lucky.
It's like handlebars.
Lucky says, well, actually, give me just a straight up wisdom check, please, Locke.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Yeah, hobgoblins usually have some kind of supplies and things on them. Might be worth searching their tents and things.
The good stuff. Maybe I should check around a little first.
And
You want us to go or wait?
well, I can probably make sure that Preda and Ophelia are still alive, I guess.
You can look after them, and Mason and I'll go have a look. Do you want to come in this tent with me, Mason?
It makes sense to split up and check all 10. I grab Praetor by the horn again. Just like lay down carefully in front of Lucky.
Okay. And it's a good place for us to take our break. That's quite a bit late, but we're going to take a break, guys. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more Spark of Eternity. If you have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. And if you have yourself a subscription you want to throw their way, hey, that'd be awesome. Twitch Prime, or if you have Amazon Prime, you can link it up with Twitch and get yourself a free sub to somebody. Go check it out. Go do it. Make the things happen. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon. We're getting very close to our first goal there on Patreon. If we can make it happen, that would be dope. That means we can get some guest DMs to do one-shots and things on the channel. If you haven't seen, we've got Stygian Gate happening on Saturdays. Pumpkinberry's totally testing it out for us. She's our guinea pig. If you want to see that kind of stuff more often, let's get that $1,000 goal. We'll be back.
Did you know if everyone supported the Patreon at $1, everyone in here at $1, you'd hit and crush that mark that we need? Did you know that?
That's amazing. Thank you for that very helpful information, Peachy. That's super helpful. Thank you. Keep that in mind, guys. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight. Wow, sorry about that, guys. My fucking Stream Deck decided to switch profiles on me. Oops. Regardless, we'll be back in just a little bit. Sorry about that. Welcome back, everybody, to Tablestory Spark of Eternity, also known as Sparkly Turnip. Welcome back.
Wack yelled at me.
Because he asked me a stupid question.
I know.
Welcome back. So, you guys try to carry Preda and Ophelia off, and Lucky has Ophelia, and Mason, you have Preda, as you, I guess, are trying to inspect these tents. Locke, please give me either an investigation check or a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with perception. 12.
Okay. Okay. So, in each of the smaller tents, you can find some very unappetizing looking food and things. You find some weapons lying around. They're not great quality, but they are there. You find the equivalent of 40 arrows. There are 2 longbows, 2 short bows, 3 long swords, in the small tents.
Okay.
You find 7 gold pieces, 16 silver pieces, and 1 copper piece.
I just put the currency straight into my pouch.
Okay. And give me one more either perception or investigation check for the captain's tent.
16.
16. Okay. So, inside the captain's tent, there appear to be... you find he's got like a nicer kind of setup. There's furs and things that are laid there. You can see that his weapons are a little bit nicer. He has, I'm going to say, a battle axe in there, and a longsword, and a heavy crossbow. There are 18 crossbow bolts.
Mm-hmm.
And you find 14 gold pieces, 17 silver pieces, and 20 copper pieces.
There we go. I put the currency straight into my pouch, and I'll tear a piece of the tent off. If there's a large blanket, I'll get that. And I'll pile up.
Most importantly, though, you find that there are several scrolls that are sort of tucked into... He's got like a chair and a rudimentary kind of desk. There's a few scrolls that are kind of bound up and sort of tucked into like a what looks like a quiver for arrows. They're just kind of crammed in there, sort of roughly. And you can see there's a dagger that just kind of stuck into the table. But yeah.
Okay. I'll the things I want to pick up from there are the 4 long swords, the battle axe, 2 of the long bows, and 20 arrows, and of course the scrolls.
Okay, leave behind the heavy crossbow.
Well, I don't know what it is, really. Not interesting to me.
Fair enough.
And
And you grab the
Yeah,
scrolls, you said?
the scrolls, yeah.
Okay.
I try to bundle up the swords and the axe and bows and stuff into maybe a blanket, just so it's easier to carry them all together.
Sure.
Look!
Give me a survival check.
Oh, this will go well. 19.
Yeah, no problem.
Good. Yes, I come back round to the group. Okay, I collected, well, I think the important stuff.
Lucky is, while this is going on, Lucky will expend her last 2 spell slots to heal Preda and Ophelia. Let's see. I'm just going to roll for it. Let's see who she determines she wants to give the bigger heal to. Okay. It's going to be to Ophelia. You're going to get the level 3 heal. Preda's been getting on Lucky's nerves a little bit, probably.
So I get full health, right?
Oh, so definitely.
It's you get the full health at each. Basically,
Yeah,
the
but
dice.
like the thing that Lucky rolled on our Lucky.
I know.
cast.
I'm trying to explain that, Mac. The dice are basically max for all of the levels of the heal. So it's probably going to heal you full up, is my guess.
I think it's 29 for a level 3. You'd be healed.
Yeah, so 8 plus 5, 13. Yeah, it's a 2d8. So 16 plus 5. So that's 21 right there. Then a 11 plus another 5. So no. It's just 1
Just the
plus 5.
11.
Just the 11. Yeah, so that's a 16 plus 5 is 21. So 32 health.
Yeah, that's so I come back.
She just kind of like puts you down on the ground. You can probably walk for yourself now. You see Lucky like up above you. She just kind of like
Lucky?
puts you down and she says, "Yeah, I just need to fix her too." Walks over to Preda. And she will
What
cast a
did
heal.
I do? Are you guys? Where were you guys? I was lost, and then they took me, and then I did something. I don't remember what, but it was in a cage, and then I did something I think not so smart.
Okay, you are healed for 11 plus 3, 14. 14 health, Preda.
Preta, you okay? Hello? Preta? You good?
I'm fine.
I collect some more hobgoblin ears at the collection.
I help Prater up.
Thanks.
Come on.
Ah, pretty. I got you some arrows in case you were running out. Here you go.
Thank you.
I had your quiver of 20 arrows.
I hurt everywhere.
It'll pass.
Me too.
We can
Maybe I
go.
can.
Ah, the little one.
Ah!
Hello.
We should get
Hello?
back now. We've
What?
enough, I think.
Where were you guys? I mean, we were looking.
Where were you? We were looking for you.
Well, I was looking for the. Did I actually find it, or?
The herbs that you collected were destroyed by the hobgoblins, unfortunately.
Oh, I mean, if other things, I probably would have destroyed it myself by then.
Yeah, so Ophelia, you still don't have your stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where is my stuff? Did you?
Locke kind of like holds it up. He's got your backpack in his hand.
Thought you'd need this.
Oh. I can't
Yeah.
reach it.
There you go. A little higher. There you go.
Thank you. Why do people always do that to me?
You'll understand when you're big.
Just like back up.
Have you tried being taller?
I mean, I'm growing still, but it'll take a while.
Oh, you need to grow lots more.
Well, I grow like I was gonna grow like you, right?
Okay.
Oh, right. I will
You
be
co-
big like you.
You and me, tomorrow morning we do the exercise. Make you strong and big.
Exercise? What exercise?
Exercise.
What do you-
Well, first I like to punch meat, because then it's breakfast as well.
Why would you punch me? I don't understand.
It's 2-for-1 deal. You punch the meat, and then your arms get strong, and then you eat the meat because you're hungry after punching the meat.
I don't know if that's a good exercise.
Do you have any punched meat? I'm very hungry.
I have this
I think
stuff.
we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I'll treat you to dinner once we get back, pretty. How about that?
Well, can I get some dinner too? I'm quite hungry, and I was pretty lost, and nobody was here, and it was scary. Please don't leave me alone anymore.
Maybe you shouldn't come so deep into forest. I assume we're walking back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was looking, and I thought you guys were behind me, and then I looked back, and then there was nobody behind me, and I just didn't
Behind
understand.
you?
And then, we were looking, and then we all got lost, and I didn't
No,
like
you were not
it.
looking. You.
I almost got there, but they was
crying child!
it.
Help! Crying child! I just
Someone
hug her. I squeeze her.
I
squeeze the
squeezed.
cry
Oh,
right
God.
out of her.
Am I dying? Do I have to roll like
I'm not killing
strength
you.
saving through? Oh, I just wanted to get you guys herbs, and they all got destroyed, and I tried so hard. I don't understand.
Good job.
Give me
Mamuska.
let's see. Ophelia, I would like you to make me give me a nature check.
A nature check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ooh, a
advantage.
22. Okay. So, you know that being an herbalist, one of the main reasons is you went to get when you try to get the drooping pink root, it has a few different uses. If you eat it just by itself, you know that a mason would be very thankful for this, because mechanically, if you eat the drooping pink root, you can consume it to regain a rage charge once a day.
Well, and especially because, I mean, I know you rage a lot, and like, if you eat one of those roots, then you'll be able to do it more often. And I just wanted to help you, and now it's ruined forever. Well, do I
Okay,
know if
first
there
of
will be
all-
more? Like, is it a rare herb? Like, would it be more? Like, do I know where I would find them now?
Well, yeah, there were 3 locations, none of which are really easy to get to. You took a big risk to kind of come out into the hazy forest here, the hazy wood, to get this in the first place. It's rare. There's basically only 3 locations that Ivis, the wood elf that owns the herbalism hut in town, you and Preda are both herbalists in town. You try and collect some herbs and whatnot. And you try and either sell them to Ivis, or you can try and sell them in town. It's generally easier to give them to the herbalist, because that's where people will just come to buy them. But you basically got some information from her, and you found there's like 3 of these locations out here in the hazy wood that can have it. But it's only harvestable for a short period of time.
And were all the ones that I harvested, like, was there nothing left? Like, as we're still in the hazy woods, can I still regain new ones?
What I will have you do is roll me an herbalism kit check with disadvantage.
Okay.
We're going to do a separate one for other stuff that you've collected. Since you missed last week, we'll have you roll an extra one this
First
week.
of all, it's not rage. I get excited, okay?
Why
Yeah.
did it have to be a disadvantage?
A 5. You managed to collect like 2 of them, but they were destroyed.
Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. I meant do I know if there's still like left where I gathered them, like new ones that I did not? Because like obviously, usually there's a field you pick a few. Wow, pick a few. Pick a few herbs, but you don't completely deplenish or deplete the whole like.
So
plots.
it's a rare it's a rare herb, and the places that you check, the last place, well, no, I think it was the second location that you guys checked. You checked the first and second location, and they were basically, the first one didn't have any. The second one you found some. You found the two that you found that got destroyed before you were attacked by the hobgoblins.
Okay, so I can't say like maybe
Yeah.
I can walk past this place again. Well then.
There is a
As we
third
were-
location, but it's not close.
Yeah, okay then.
As we were walking back, I'll sidle up to Pretty. Tell me a little bit more about your magic.
There's snow coming down too right now. Like it's kind of it's still falling. It's not like a blizzard or anything, but it's coming down.
Lovely, isn't it?
What?
The snow.
Cold. Cold.
Well, scoot a little closer. I'm warm.
I'm fine. It's fine. I don't actually get cold.
So, what's the story? Why are you running from it?
Thank you for these arrows. It was super nice of you to give them to me. Did you find them in
Okay.
bodies? They smell good.
I don't mean to prod. I'm just. Well, I'm the enemy of curiosity, let's say. Don't like to let it linger.
Curious about what?
Well, lots of things at lots of different times, but right now, you.
You know what's really curious? That other tiefling and how tiny she is. She keeps talking about growing. She's 15. I've been this size since I was 8.
Well, we're all different.
Does that mean that I don't grow anymore?
Ah, she's right there. God.
No, you grow, little one. You punch meat with me.
Oh, punch me. Okay, fine. Yeah. If that will make you less disappointed that I didn't get the herb, I will do it.
I'm not disappointed. I didn't even know the herb exist.
We put a
Ophelia,
bell on her.
you're already much stronger than I was at your age, so I wouldn't worry.
But I want to be big too.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. You can hide better. You could live like in a squirrel hole, I'm sure. You
No,
don't
it's
scout the
great.
squirrels.
Size doesn't always matter. It's
Usually does, though.
That's what you do with it.
it's how you apply it and apply your skills.
But if you apply big size, is better.
Only sometimes.
All times. As far as Mason is concerned.
As well. Well, that's good news, I guess.
I look all proud and big.
Yes, you do.
Well,
You guys need a room.
how far do you think it's back to the town?
Probably 20 minutes walk. Something like that.
You should do
It's nice out. It's snowing.
Yeah, I do like the snow. It
I
would
like the
snow
nighttime.
in the village where I live too. It was very nice if the snow would fall in the forest and it would like cover the leaves. But it's also kind of sad.
It's
There's
really
no snow where I come from.
Where do you come from?
Yes, where do you-
Island, south,
Yes.
down south.
An island down south?
Yes,
Where down south?
all the way.
Well, that's not a place all the way. I've never heard of that. All the way.
It's called Skamazushka Babushka.
What did you just say?
That's where I come from. Do not make fun of my place.
You know what else is really interesting? Locke's sword has a name. What's with that?
It's not a sword, but sure.
Your big, sharp item that's not a tiny axe. Why does it have a name?
That's an interesting question.
How about an interesting answer?
Well, it's special, as you can tell. I make it disappear. And make it reappear.
I noticed that. You seem to be a fan of magic.
Yeah, and special things
favorite.
should definitely have a name, don't you think?
I mean, does it ever break?
No.
How you do that?
Yeah, I mean, can I get a pocket weapon?
I thought you didn't like magic.
It doesn't. I mean, is it magic?
It's definitely magic.
Oh, I'm good. It's fine.
You don't have to be afraid of magic. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
great.
seem very wonderful.
It's not as good as ripping head off enemy.
I grab my water skin and I use thaumaturgy, I think, or prestidigitation. Prestidigitation, that one, to heat up the water inside. So it's like a hot water bottle, and I hand it to Praetor. Here, hold this. It'll warm you up.
It's fine. Cake's a cake. It's fine. It's really
Hold it.
okay.
You're
It's
cold.
fine.
It's
No, I
fine.
can't. My arms are on my arrows.
Okay. I pick it back up and I Ophelia, are you cold? Ophelia? Ophelia? Are you cold?
All right. I'm not too cold. They have big robes, as you can see.
Okay. I just put it back.
I feel like your robes are just like collecting snow, like as you walk, you know, like that. You're just they're like dragging on the ground behind you, and they just keep like pulling. Like you got to keep yanking them out of the ground to like get the snow off.
Can I like grab the back of her robe and just hold it out of the mush?
Like a wedding.
I think if you hold it like this, you would literally hold me upside
Okay.
down.
Well, it's just I can't like I'll hold it out of the snow a bit. Maybe not like this, because I would just flip her
So
upside down.
technically, how you be walking is like this.
Well,
Can I ask you a weird
I've
question?
got long arms.
There are no weird questions.
Why is your sister not like you?
That's a very interesting question.
Probably because he's a little bit more adventurous.
Yeah. I would say it's more I'm not like her than she's not like me.
Yeah.
Isn't that same thing?
She seems kind of nonplussed by the question. She's gotten it a lot.
Our mother and father are human, so she's the normal one. I'm the freak.
You're normal too.
But how did that happen then? Because my mom and dad are mom and dad.
It doesn't
Well, my
matter.
mom and-
He is who he is.
Well, I don't say it matters, but I'm just also curious how that happens. I mean, when mommy and daddy used to tell me how babies are born.
Oh,
they don't-
no, it's not a conversation for child. Hand over mouth. Nope, nope.
If you're really curious, pretty, we can have a chat about it over dinner, maybe.
What do you mean not normal? Is this wrong?
I mean, they're twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
I'm not gonna claim I'm like one of those rich kids that has parents or anything, because I definitely don't. But from what I can understand, you can't do the thing with the things that look like Lucky and come out with a thing that looks like Locke.
Why
Well,
not?
Not look like the other thing.
He's my brother. That's the only thing that matters.
How do you mean go out of? What do you mean by that? What
Nope.
doesn't go-
I move my hands over her ears now. La 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 la.
I don't think you understand that's how babies are coming, because they don't come out of anything. They just
Stop twerking.
Yes, stop twerking.
Uncomfortable.
Stop twerking. Just stop it.
I'm sorry, I was just having a good time, you know.
Let's
So
just say
neither of
that.
your parents were the.
No. Let's just say my sister got lucky, and
What you trying to say?
Cause her name is Lucky.
see, I'm making a joke.
don't get it.
It's fine.
I did.
I'll explain it all later. It's not a conversation for
But you don't have to be same. My mother is woman and my father is man.
Yeah, Lucky just sighs heavily, like she's heard that joke a million times.
We'll talk about it when we get home, I think.
You okay, Preda?
I was born this way, if you're wondering.
I mean, I didn't think there was another way to look like that.
What
What
I
do you
understand.
mean look like that? He just looks like a person.
I think you probably know quite well, Pretty, that there are ways that people can look different. I slightly glance over at Mason.
Yes, I once put on shirt.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, nobody else knows, right? Besides Predator.
I know.
Lock?
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, shirt. It was a bit small. I kept ripping in the arms.
Yes, you are really not suited to clothes, are you, Mason?
I prefer the freedom of movement, eh?
I know exactly what you mean.
Ah. Ah.
See? Oh, not long now. Let's keep going.
Yeah, so you guys head back to the village of Foxden. Let's bring you guys over to this map. It's dark out. Probably by the time you guys get back, you can assume it's probably, we'll say maybe 10 o'clock at night, maybe 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. I'll stop by and let Ivis know that. Ophelia, do you want to come with me?
I'll come.
You can come with me as well if you
Ibis
want.
loves me. She could be cooking. I'm very hungry.
Okay. If you're hungry, why don't you get
I-
back to the longhouse?
Oh, yes, I could eat a pig.
Ophelia, I just want Ivis to know you're okay. If you come along with me, we can just pop
I'm a
in.
bit tired. I'm going to go back to the longhouse. Can you make sure that they don't terrify that poor woman, please, Locke?
I will. Make sure that you brush your hair before you go to sleep. Don't forget.
She just kind of says,
I
oh.
hate that.
She says, oh. Okay. Walks off.
Is there something wrong with your sister? She seems troubled. And I know troubled.
Well, she has me for a brother, so I don't know how much weight you put on that. I have been her brother her entire life, so.
Where are you people getting these things from? It's just people.
Yeah, but if you look different, then normally it's the same. And when they explain to me with babies, get created. They don't just appear. It's like magical essence, and then they come
I
out.
put my hands over my ears and go, la, la, la.
Okay, Philly, we're here. When we get
I am
to-
going food.
Why don't you take Preta with you?
Come, Preta. Grab.
I gently knock on Ivis's door.
Wait, I thought the Preta'd were the herbalists. Or was it
We
Locky?
visited there. We know where it is.
I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't know
gotcha.
what those words were. What?
No, I thought me and Preta were the herbalists, so it was
You are.
Yeah, okay.
But you
Okay.
yeah, there's a
yeah,
person
good.
there's a person that owns the hut, you know. It's you have to pay for owning land in the town, and you have to basically, pay taxes, etc. So you guys can work towards that. If you want to buy your own buildings or whatever, you can definitely do that. But yeah, you knock on the door. Hello?
Ivis? It's Locke. I brought Ophelia with me just so you can know she's okay. Do you want to just say hello quickly and we'll be on our way?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. 21. The door like creaks open. Ivis in general,
Ivis.
she's very, very like skittish and quiet, and she's very smart, but she's very, very shy, like very shy. She's definitely antisocial for all intents and purposes. She gets
You
like
just see Ophelia like, hey, Ivis, I'm back. How are you? How are you?
oh, hi, Ophelia. It's good.
Yeah, so
Are you okay?
yeah, I am, but I wasn't at first. Like, well, I kind of went down and fell on the floor, and there were goblins, and they captured me, and I was trying to get herbs, and then it got destroyed.
Okay.
I tried so hard, and I just wanted everyone to be happy. I'm sorry if I didn't
It's
get your
okay.
herbs,
Well, she's safe as you can see. Mentioning
but not the
hobgoblin.
herbs, Locke. I'm sorry.
Do you have any use for hobgoblin ears? I was keeping them as trophies, but if you could use them,
That sounds horrible.
that's perfect then. Well, just Ophelia's okay, just so you know. We didn't want you going to sleep worried. Are you feeling okay? Do you need someone to stay with you, or?
No. I'm happy to see that you're all right, Ophelia.
Thank you. I'm sorry again for not getting the herbs.
Don't be troubled. As I said, they are rare, but they were perhaps a bit too it was a bit too dangerous for you.
I had to. I'm sorry.
Well, if you need anything, we're just over in the longhouse for the guild, so you just come and let us know.
All right. Thank
Do you need me to stop by in the morning or anything?
No,
or you-
but please, I'll be just fine.
Okay. Let's go, Ophelia. Good night,
Okay.
Ivis.
Good night.
Be well. Just kind of like
How are you feeling, Ophelia?
you can probably hear like
Well, yeah, but I'm still upset that I did not get the herbs. I failed the Ivis, and she said she was alright, but I'm sure that she wanted those herbs, and we all wanted them. Mason could have used them too, and now I didn't do it.
The world's a scary place when you're alone, Ophelia. That's why I keep my sister around, so.
I don't have any sisters or brothers.
Well, maybe next time you can go with Preta. I think she does this, and I think she could use your help from what I've heard, so. Maybe next time you can show her the ropes a little,
Do you think I can help her?
I think you can help each other.
Oh, well, she is big and strong, and I'm small, but
You're much better at gathering herbs, from what I understand, when you don't get caught by hobgoblins.
yeah, they were kind of big and scary. There were a lot of them. Like, I killed them, some of them, but I wasn't strong enough, and they had me in this really, really small cage, and I couldn't get out. And I was like, boom! But then it wasn't enough because then I got hit too, and it was just all very inconvenient.
Had you ever hurt anything living before, or was that your first time?
Have I what?
Have you ever killed before?
Well, I mean, in the cave with the goblins before was the first time, and
Well, those
the
things were
skeleton-
already dead. The skeletons.
Well, there were goblins too, right? At the
No.
end, with the shaman dude.
no,
It was
it was a sort of withered tiefling. It was a tiefling.
Well,
Yeah.
no. There was this time, I don't know if you remember, I think I told you, like, you know how I have Silky, my fox? No. So when I was young and alone already because Mama and Papa were gone and I was like getting herbs, like, no, well, at that time. And then there was a cat face in front of my face, but go away. And well, then there were these like, they were like smugglers, or like they tried to kill this mama fox, which was Silky's mama, and I did not like that. And then I shoot them away, but Mama Fox was already dead. And then I grabbed Silky and I wanted to like punish them, but I could not kill them because I don't know. It's not okay to kill things, I guess, because what I would do to them is the same as they did to Silky's mama, and I don't think that's good. But now I didn't even realize because I was dead. Well, I wasn't really dead, but I was unconscious, and like maybe I don't even know.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
But I mean, Silky didn't have a mom anymore. And what about their children or their mama and papas?
Here's a way to think about it. If there's 10 bad men and they do a bad thing every day for a whole year, that's a lot of bad things. If you do one bad thing to kill 10 bad men, you've only did 10 bad things. It's a lot fewer bad things in the world.
Well, I guess that's true, and I don't want other fox mamas to get killed or hurt.
Exactly. That's all you did today when you, from what it looked like, you took care of a couple of those fellows. Just be
Right.
sure not to hurt yourself in the future.
Well, I tried to get out of the cage and like I unlocked one of the hinges or things or whatever. I don't really remember anymore. And then I tried to open it with acid and that didn't go well too. And then I just wasn't strong enough. That's why I have to become big and strong. And then
Yeah,
I'll
very
be able to find Mama and Papa, and then we'll all be happy again. I will find my Mama and Papa, will I? I mean,
believe it.
they have to be there. I'm sure they miss me a lot.
Another thing you can consider is, for every bad thing you do, try and do something good to balance it out.
And that's why I felt bad that I failed with the herbs. I tried to do good with the herbs, and now it all got ruined.
Well, it's the effort that counts. You tried.
That's right. Thank you, Locke.
That's no problem. Let's get back and get you something to eat and then off to bed, I think.
Okay, I'm kind of sleepy. I'm hungry. I wonder what's for dinner. Oh, let's go.
Predator, you gonna eat those potatoes?
I think
Yeah.
she already has.
Okay.
What potatoes?
Well, it was... You were ignoring the potatoes. I'm gonna get more potatoes.
So, everybody can use up a ration here for tonight's meal. Also, some mechanical stuff. Since Mac wasn't here last week, Mac, what I'd like for you to do is we're sort of retroactively doing some stuff for you. Please roll me your basic herbalism kit. $15. Okay. So, your adventures out to get some herbs, aside from today, would have gotten you... You got... let me roll for this. Let's see here.
Do I get to put them in my inventory or something, or what do I do with them?
I'll leave that up to you. But hang on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Please roll me a 1d6. 4. Okay. So you are able to find. Okay, you are able to find a nice variety of herbs. You find.
Nothing beats my rancid dirt bulb.
Katie got a natural 1 when she did her herbalism check last week. Okay, you.
I think I already used up enough
Yeah, I
like,
know.
of my trails this episode.
Yeah. By the way, Vandy's lucky used all of her spell slots. Yeah, all of them. That was the very last one, just healing the two of you there at the end. Okay, you find first one clear sap. You find the next one is very rare. You find I think the thing that spurred you into finding more of it was you do have one drooping pink root.
So I've been depressed for no reason.
Well, you got one, but you wanted to try and get more.
I didn't.
Yeah, and let's see. Next one is uncommon.
Because when would I have gotten this before I went out?
Yeah, this is
yet?
the last 6 days. This was the 7th day, basically.
Okay.
You find moon silk grass. And you find a dew-splattered daisy.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
Okay. I'll do that. Yeah, so you can choose to keep those or you can sell them to the herbalist.
So, question: do we have like a resource depot or something where we gather our resources in there?
The village, I mean, for all intents and purposes, the village has some resources that it kind of splits, but it's people are trying to make money so that they can, you know, buy some housing and materials and food and stuff. You still need to buy supplies. You still need to buy things. So
Yeah.
this is your job. So if you want, you can sell this stuff.
I was just more like, can I store it and then sell it in a big batch, like?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, and basically, what you're telling me is you don't want to sell it right now.
Not yet.
Yeah, you can just store it.
Does it have an expiration date?
Yeah, it will. Give me a nature check.
Well, in any case, otherwise I could just sell it. But like, I was just thinking, like, I don't know if we
Some
have,
of the
like,
stuff can be dried. Some of it has to be used fresh. Okay, so 24. So you know that the drooping pink root, it basically that won't keep. It only has like a day or so of freshness once it's been uprooted. Otherwise, you can sell that, or you can try and do something else with it. But selling it's probably your best bet if it's not used right away.
So for the rage thing to happen, it would need to be used right away, or can it be put into?
It's got a
potion?
day. It's basically a day of freshness for
Okay,
it.
and then I'll just sell it because we won't be going on.
Okay.
I'll just sell the whole
I-
shebang.
If you decide you want to take the alchemy path later, it can probably be used for other stuff besides just being outright eaten. It's like Skyrim, right? Like you just eat everything until you fucking figure out what it can do.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking, like, maybe I can.
It's like,
give it
oh,
to
there's a
them.
giant's toe. Mmm.
Running
Okay.
through Skyrim. Oh, I'm gonna have to eat that later.
And then in any case, I'll like sell all my robes, I guess.
Okay. You're gonna sell the other stuff as well.
Yeah, I would like to know. You can do that out of the session. Just tell me like how long something is worth, so I can remember that for later. Like how long it stays fresh.
Okay, so we'll do that after the session.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna kind of pass out for the night then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm tired.
All right. The next day comes around. Let's bring light back to Foxden. Hang on. And you can see that there's newly fallen snow. Let's see how much fell. Ooh, 3 inches of snow down on the ground. Decent amount of snow. That's like British apocalypse, right?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
get that much snow.
The stores have closed. No public transport. It's over.
There's a lot of the snow.
I like it.
Makes everything really quiet.
It's like cold water, yes?
It's frozen water. You should go play with it.
I shoot you like a. I don't think I want to play with this snow.
There might be a pig in it.
No pig in snow.
There's by the way, it's overcast at this point. There's kind of like a light rain. It's like a light sleet that's coming down right now. Now that it's warmed up just a little bit.
Not
So
exactly
are we gonna-
ready for a winter walk, though, is it?
Not
How
really.
do we get a building to live in?
A house?
I think we just need to
House.
ask the Baron.
House? You
think
mean a house?
The Baron owns
House.
the land, so we just need to ask him for. a
I
place to
think
live.
we should also be telling the Baron what we found in the cave.
It's a good idea.
Well, we told
Oh,
that.
You
We should
mean
tell
in
him
the
about-
forest?
Yes, in the forest.
Yeah.
I grabbed my bag of ears.
maybe
I'll
start.
probably left it outside in the snow to keep
To chill.
to chill. Well, I'm going up to see the Baron. I think he wants to see all this and hear about it.
Peer outside. Is the snow falling?
It's sleeting right now, so it's kind of like that. You know,
snow.
that bullshit, like
This snow.
that bullshit like rainy snow.
You should stay here, Mason.
The.
Why is he staying
Anyone
here?
want to join me?
I'm gonna. But I would like to find out about her house.
You're welcome to join me if you want to brave this terrible weather.
I'll join. I like snow, actually. Can I join?
Of course.
3 inches. How much is it in centimeters?
Well, I'm not letting you guys go without me
Nine,
because
10,
you ain't getting a house if I'm not gonna get a house.
I'm not so
No,
interested
someone
in that
else.
just yet. I don't think I have near enough to buy a house.
Is there any way to get to the Baron's house without being in the sleet?
You mean the large open area up to the keep?
don't think we have
Yes,
a
you can
special
try and
tunnel,
dodge
yeah.
each individual piece of sleet.
Can I see it? I get advantage. I'm gonna grab some rope out of my bag, and I'm gonna like double wrap it around my hat and like tie it as tight as I can, like a sailor's knot and everything. Okay, I am ready.
Okay, let's head up there. We'll let them know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, head up to the Iron Keep.
Alrighty. Heading up to the Iron Keep. You can see the snow kind of fallen Lucky does her sort of normal morning preparation, which is grumble about waking up, looking quite the mess, and she's probably saying something along the lines of, "Is it still snowing out?"
Yes.
Okay, just wake me up when it's over. She rolls over.
Just leave her be. There's no point trying to get her up. It's exercise and futility, really.
She's a big downer, isn't she?
Oh, this is her in a good mood.
Exercise?
Oh, Mason, weren't we gonna slap meat?
Mason, you really have to call it something different.
Going to slap meat? Where did you get the meat? Are you holding out on us with your meat?
No,
I'm starving.
punching the meat. You ate all your potatoes and
I have
my...
a high metabolism.
What?
Share
look
the
up.
meat.
Well-
What?
If we're lucky, we might get breakfast at the keep. That'll be a treat.
This cold,
Oh, yeah.
this like cold, horrible breeze blows through the keep, like right as Locke says that, just like yeah.
Well, Mason, when?
Well, we got to go and see about house first.
Yeah, but you said that we do have to do good training and then we will be big. So I want to slap meat.
No, punch meat.
Well, I mean, I don't think
Close
I can
fist.
punch really hard yet, so I
Fire!
will slap the meat.
Punch the meat. It's good practice for real people, you see?
You should focus on working on your strengths, Ophelia.
How do you mean real people? Are you fake people?
A hanging thing of meat is not real people.
Hanging thing.
It could be, though. It could be people.
Oh, I'm not going to hang up dead people and
Why-
punch them. That sounds
Why would a
disgusting.
hanging thing of meat be real people, Petra?
Well, I've lived in some shit. And some people like to hang up other people. You know, if you don't follow their rules, like pay the fines or the bounties.
Oh, and then they chase you with the
Stop.
pitchforks and then the fire. And...
Ugh.
Well,
Yes.
okay.
Call
I
you a
didn't say
monster.
anything about fire.
Me neither. Oh, look.
So you guys head into the keep, and yeah, it's pretty big. There's not really anybody milling about in here at the moment. Inside the keep, there's this sort of like open courtyard area. There's a lot of like crumbling pieces around it. Like a lot of the wall has kind of collapsed. There's a ruined tower that's like half exposed to the elements. Some of the walls are missing like big chunks. You guys head into the sort of like main hall area. You guys can hear some chatter. Sounds like the familiar voice of Shin, along with a very loud Captain Dedan, or Guildmaster Dedan, and Captain Urfi making some sort of conversation. You hear Dedan's booming voice saying, "All right, so how much of any food can we make sure that we have? The Iron Foxes don't have a large supply at this point."
As I said before, we don't have many supplies. It is up to the village to make sure that they fend for themselves.
That doesn't seem likely.
Unfortunately, it is our situation. The winter is quickly approaching, and the farms have been established. The hunters are doing what they can, but from my estimates, we have only a few months of food.
A few months? But we're almost out of supply already with the Iron Foxes.
Again, that seems to be your issue to deal with, Guildmaster Dedan. I have already notified Baron Volpan of the situation, and he has been rather unreceptive. I have made a few suggestions in the current state of affairs as to what we could do, but we are in a little bit of trouble. Unless the village manages to find more sources of food soon, we will be out of luck and starving.
Look, what about buying it?
Again, the village has certain supplies. We have a bit of money, but it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be a very difficult winter.
You guys can sort of see them now as you get closer. Urfi looks a bit worried. Dan has his arms crossed and he's got his brow furrowed. He notices you, and he says, let's keep this quiet for now.
Hello, Guildmaster.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just me, or did it look worse in here last time we were here?
I have a gift for the Baron.
A gift?
Yes. I hold up my bag.
Oh, no.
Oh, you brought them. Did you keep them cool outside overnight?
Well, of course.
Oh my
They're like hobgoblin chips.
I have about 20 hobgoblin ears and a couple of worgen ears. If you're interested.
What? What do you mean,
Yes.
hobgoblin ears?
Very nearby, actually, just in the woods.
Oh, hell. We got hobgoblins?
Not anymore.
We cleared out a camp.
God!
You cleared out a camp
I think so, yes.
by
well-
yourselves?
Yeah?
Yes.
I mean,
Well, Lucky was with us also, but she's resting.
Well, good work. And he takes the ears. They make like a kind of sound, like as they're kind of rustling about.
Can't believe you kept them.
Well,
maybe you handed them to him.
yes, well,
Feed them to us.
Is this normal gift?
Why would I feed you hobgoblin ears?
Oh, I'm not hungry.
well, it's... You can't know we're telling the truth if we don't have proof, so...
He starts to like look through. I can't believe you kept these. Well, good work.
You would have just taken my word?
Well, no. It's still... He, like, shakes them around. A bit off-putting. Look...
What would you prefer?
You can gather other body parts if you like.
There's a lot of little things on men to cut off.
We could have, like, taken their helmets or something.
What little things, Spectra, do you mean?
Fingers.
weapons.
It's fine, tiny one. It's fine.
Did we get their weapons?
Box.
Fingers
I
are
got a
small.
bunch of weapons, but I'm keeping them for my sister so she can use them to practice her smithing.
Oh. Guildmaster, we would like to buy houses. How do we buy houses?
You speak to Shin here.
Yes, I am the one that's in charge of the residential purchases of the village.
Can you just tell him how much it is so he can... I just want to see his face.
Well, houses can range depending on the plot of land that you'd like and the size of the building that you want to purchase.
A house for me to live in.
Yes, well, you're a big man.
About
You-
this big.
big house.
Right.
At least this big.
She kind
You
of...
have any
Ethan,
house?
what do you want it to look like? Can you describe it in some more detail for us? I think they're confused.
So there's like a bit more chattering like that goes on, and that's where we're gonna end the session today. we just hear like Mason as the camera starts to slowly like zoom out. We just hear like a What?
Mason has got to get one of those toilet houses that you have outdoors with the little
An outhouse.
An outhouse,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So good job.
His throne.
Good session, everybody. Good session. Good session. Well done. I'll give you XP and stuff after I gotta calculate it out. So we'll give you XP after the fact. But why don't we go around the room? Let's do some shout outs to wrap things up. And let's start off with Zagoticus.
Hey everyone, I'm Zgodicus. I played Locke, the Tiefling Warlock, for you today. I hope you enjoyed as he murdered and slayed. It was great fun for me. If you want more role-playing action with me, make sure you follow here on Tablestory. I am here tomorrow night for the very awesome Judge Dredd show, Sector 49, which is a blast. I hope you'll stop by and check that out. And there's plenty of other awesome shows here also. If you want to hang out with me personally, twitch.tv/Zgodicus. I've been playing Black Ops 4 a bunch lately and talking about my dreams and stuff.
A primary person in those dreams, Peachy.
Hey guys,
I'm sorry, Scotticus, that you have nightmares.
My nightmares are about going outside.
let me just cancel my subscription to McCornas.
Jokes on you. You're never subscribes.
Joke's on you! I'm not even. My name is Peachy Pixel. I stream.
He's
over on
wearing
Twitch,
pineapple underpants.
Mac, for you, I wore pineapple pants.
That reminds me. Okay, I'll show you. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I could show you if you want. I will be live tomorrow at 5 p.m. BST. I don't know what time that is in the rest of the world. BST. I'm going to be playing the shortest trip to Earth. So tune in, come hang out, and you will have fun. Or I will punch some meat. Maybe I'll punch meat tomorrow. You don't know unless you turn up.
Excellent. Vandy. Great. Mac.
Hello. I'm Aquatis. You can find me on twitch.tv/WildAquatis. I'm a pineapple. And it's great. They're fun playing scary games and nightmares and stuff. Little ones and such. And yeah, you should come hang out. It's great. Bye. Also, by the way, no. TwitchCon this weekend, next weekend. Hunt Showdown, booth 1431, new map. Come play. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I
Mac.
having a stroke?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Love
Katie.
it. Mac's pineapple guy voice is like Mr. Hanky.
I can't really beat a pineapple.
But you can beat the meat.
And you know what? I beat that meat every day. Because it makes it like tender and shit and tastes better. Hi, I'm Classy Katie. I play the neurotic braided tiefling. I stream Monday through Friday on my channel, twitch.tv/ClassyKatie. Oh, you should stop by for some family-friendly entertainment.
Barely.
TwitchCon next week. Woo!
Barely any children murdered.
I mean,
Yeah, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. If you guys have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. Follows are free, and give them your love. Go please do that. If you have yourself an Amazon Prime account and you have not linked up your Twitch Prime account, go do that. You get a free Twitch Prime account that you can use to subscribe to a channel. Go support these wonderful people. They totally deserve it. They're awesome. And as always, thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. I'm Wacksteven. I have been your DM of Doom. I have dragged these players kicking and screaming through the session today. Thank you so much for watching. Chat, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for just hanging out, being on the Discord. If you haven't gone on to the Tablestory Discord, go hang out there. You can talk to other wonderful people that are interested in role-playing games. And you can see some cool fan art and stuff for different shows. Go hang out. Go check it out. If you're interested in the VODs for our shows, we have those up on the Tablestory YouTube channel. which you can find here. If that's easier for you to watch, check that out. Otherwise, as always, we love you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you want to come support Tablestory, we've almost met our first goal of $1,000 on the Patreon. If we hit that, we're going to be doing Tablestory one-shots where we have guest DMs and stuff come on. If you haven't seen it yet, we've got Stygian Gate going on right now, a special guinea pig show that Pumpkinberry's running right now. It's a horror show where myself, Jay, and Brad are players along with Murgles. Maybe. Check it out. It's a really creepy horror show where we role play ourselves. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Peace out. See you guys next time. I don't know what's happening next week. Stay tuned for announcements on that. We'll let you know. See ya.
Bye.